We got live from GDC. I'm sitting here with Graham Devine. We're going to see some Rocket Patrol today.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at Rocket Patrol, which is a turn-based multiplayer game, also a single-player game, kind of a card-based travel game set in a retro sci-fi universe. Because I kind of liked...
Yeah. How'd you get the idea?
Well, it was kind of from my wife again. She goes around these garage sales.
Does she get a cut of these sales? How's this work?
She gets a cut.
All right.
Definitely. Because she had the idea for Full Deck Solitaire. But what we do is sometimes we go around garage sales and we'll pick up games, like old card games and so forth. So we go around a garage sale and we picked up this game from 1906. Called Touring, which is about the automobile, and kind of it's a very old game and it plays very slow. It's like super slow to play. You've got to do all these cards, but there was something to it. There was something fun there. So we took out cards and pasted them all white and made our own little kind of travel game based on the same kind of idea. And then we kind of wanted to make it into a retro sci-fi game. So it's this is what it's turned out to be.
I like the look. It's really neat.
So you have cards that you can play. So here's my 6 cards that I can play. And the idea of the game is that I need to go. Let me start again from scratch. I need to go and play all my little pip cards in the left-hand side of the screen. Go get all the miles to fill in all the pips and beat the computer, or beat my friend, since you play against your friend. So I can play a 5 mile an hour, a 5 light year card. 5 mile an hour, that won't get you very much space. The computer played 5 light years. But I can play on him a red card, which slows him down and makes him slow down. He has to go play the atomic fuel cell card to continue.
Oh, okay.
So if you play a red card, that's a delay card. And that will slow down the other player, and then they have to have the corresponding green card to solve it. And so that then continues the game on. So I can keep on playing. I can play my 25 light year card. You play 25 light years. Now he's played his hyperspace card, which lets him go and play his 100 light year cards. You can only travel 100 light years at a time when you
hit hyperspace. Okay.
Swap out my cards because I have a bunch of
so
no good cards.
And I guess so why didn't you play hyperspeed right there? Or you don't have hyperspace?
Well, actually,
excuse me.
It seems valuable to go play the hyperspace, right?
Right.
You're like, I'm going to go capture those
yeah.
100 light year cards, but the most valuable thing to go play, and this is a pro tip, is a 5 light year cards because you've got to capture all 8 of them.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
So he's played the reactor offline against me, which requires the atomic fuel cell card to go and solve it. I don't have one of those, but I do have a trouble nullifier.
Love it.
Which, if you've ever seen a certain British TV show, might kind of look a little bit like something from that. So the trouble nullifier does go take care of that problem. And then he played a reactor offline on me again. Now I hate the computer.
AI design I always find is fascinating, partly because I don't understand it, right? Because I don't know how to code anything, but also because it's hitting that nuance of I'm playing against a player or I'm playing against a machine, right? You always want to feel like you're playing against another player, even if it is a machine. So when you're designing the AI, what do you think about? Where do you go, especially with a game like this?
Well, initially we weren't actually going to put any kind of AI into the game because it's just a turn-based asynchronous multiplayer game, and you're playing against your friends.
Yeah.
But as it came towards the end of the game, I thought, well, it's not that hard to put a single player in. I should really add a single player mode for when you're sitting on the airplane or you're up on the space shuttle and no internet. And it turned out to be a lot of our testers, their favorite way to play the game.
Oh, really? Oh.
They would sit and stop playing against their friends, and they would only play against the computer because it's so fast to play.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like a very fast-paced game where it's playing against your friends. Sometimes they take days to respond or 5 minutes to respond, and it's much slower.
So, okay, can the AI see your cards? Does it automatically know, the best? You know what I'm saying? How do you hit that line where it's
is the AI cheating?
Right. Yeah. Is it cheating you? Is it kind of artificially bumping it up so you have to play harder? What'd you do?
I've never done that in any game I've ever written. Even in the RTS games, Age of Empires and Halo Wars, the AI never cheats you by knowing your moves.
Speaking of that, do you have an all units card? Because I would love to see that.
If I hear that again in Halo Wars, I would just I loved that sound in test.
Halo Wars was a fantastic game, for the record. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
But yeah, it's not too bad to go play to make an AI for a game like this because the cards are limited. You've got basically 12 cards to choose from.
Yeah.
And so you can put a priority on what each of those is worth, and then if I have them, I go play that one. And it's an easy min-max algorithm because it's fairly limited.
No,
it's going to get a little bit more complicated because the game kind of rolls. This is the first release of the game, and we are adding more cards to the game, like this alien artifact card or this AI infected card that actually throws puzzles at you. So the first release of the game kind of introduces you to the to the concept of traveling and going forward and racing. But then I used to have this thing called a Merlin growing up. Did you have a Merlin?
A Merlin?
Like a red device with 9 lights on it.
No.
It's a fun little toy that let you go play puzzles against it, and so I wanted to get some of a puzzle aspect into the game as well. So you have to play a puzzle I can play my AI infected card, which I then have to go and beat the computer in order to go play the card, and it will either give me a benefit or a loss depending on the result of that.
Yeah.
So not only do you start to get straight travel cards to play, you can go and play these puzzle cards to go and do a little bit more. Or I can play the gravity disable card on someone, which turns their board upside down. So if I would play this on you, your board would go upside down no matter what you did. Tells you that, hey, you can go fix that.
That's a neat idea.
So, yeah.
And that's the Troublemaker card, Computer Offline.
Yes, Computer Offline. The Computer Offline card is that's a card that's coming out in the next release as well. So, yeah, we're getting the first version out the door, and but it's only really the start of the game because we planned all these other cards and sit and play them, but you've got to teach people the game first.
And is it out already? Is that what you're saying?
Coming out April the 4th.
April the 4th? What, do you have a price on it?
Free!
Free! Going free.
I know.
Sounds good, man. Thank you for showing me this today.